Rust! Rust! I hate you, Rust! Welcome back to Make Stuff for Fun. As always, I'm Brian. Today I got a great project for you. I'm going to make these desiccant boxes for your toolbox or camera bag, and if you live in a humid climate, it's really helpful to stop your measuring equipment and tools from rusting. It's a project that you can do with just about any home shop, and I'm really excited to show you guys how to make these boxes. So let's go get to it. For this project, we're going to need a project box of some sort. I've got a die-cast aluminum project box here. Next, I've got some stainless steel screen to hold in the desiccant. And we've got a bag of desiccant and some silicone sealant to hold it all together. I need to cut a hole in the top of the project box. I'm going to leave 15 millimeters on each edge. I'm going to use a 12 millimeter cutter, and I wrote down the X and Y coordinates I need to remember. And now I'm going to head over to the mill. Here we are over at the mill. I've already got my mill coordinates zeroed on the corner of the vise, and I'm just putting in a 12 millimeter cutter. I'm going to gently clamp the project box lid in the vise. I don't want to clamp it too tight because it's pretty thin and it'll bow up in the middle. I'm using a parallel to roughly align the cover of the box with the edge of the vise. Just doing a quick sanity check with the calipers, making sure things are set up properly. About right. All right. Now this lid isn't very thick, and I'm taking it all in one pass. And let's speed this up a bit. After milling, the edges are pretty sharp, so I'm just using a file to knock off the corners. You can use a deburring tool or a stone sandpaper, anything will work. I'm going to use an angle grinder to cut the mesh to size. Next, I'm just going to trim up some of the finer mesh with some scissors. The thicker mesh gives it some rigidity, and the finer mesh keeps the desiccant from falling out. I'm applying silicone sealant around the outside of the cover, making sure the silicone sealant penetrates through the finer mesh and adheres to the cover. I'm just adding a small weight to hold the mesh in place while it dries. Time to add the silica gel to the box. You can either measure it out ahead of time or just fill the box up to the screw holes. Now, in my case,
I know it's about 300 milliliters, so I put that in a little measuring container. Assembly is super easy. All we do, and it's not a bad idea to do this in a tray, because these silica gel balls will bounce all over the place. And we just pour gently pour the silica gel into the box, flatten it out a little bit, take our top, shake it around a bit, and then put in our screws. And that's it. One box done. And as you can see, nothing comes out, and we're ready to use it. Now, the only thing is, this silica gel has already absorbed water and it's pink. This particular silica gel starts blue and ends pink. So what we need to do is stick this in the oven and drive out all the water.
Set the temperature to 130 degrees and let it cook for about 3 hours. If you're not going to use these right away, stick them in a sealed plastic bag so they don't absorb moisture. Otherwise, stick them in your toolbox and you're good to go.
Well, that just about does it for the desiccant boxes. Hope you guys enjoyed following along, and I hope some of you are motivated to make some of your own. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Next week, I got a pretty cool camera arm project for you. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.